Hi, you're listening to the podcast of MiGiS, Migrant Girls in Sports, Never Behind Again. The project is organized by Europamente, Bulgarian Sports Development Association, and Roes Cooperativa as a synergy supported by the European Union.
This episode of the podcast was recorded after Europamente carried out a workshop on inclusion in the framework of the MiGiS project in a school sports center in Todi in central Italy. You're going to hear the stories of Amal and Sara from Morocco and of Loredana and Arianna from Romania. They are two girls together with their mothers. You are not going to listen to their voices as the interview was originally recorded in Italian. So the voices that you are going to hear are from two activists from Europamente who overvoiced and translated the interviews to English for you to listen. Enjoy.
Welcome, Amal and Sara. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Sarah. I attend the seventh grade in Todi and I like sports a lot, especially athletics. I like music, violin a lot, and I like going to school. My favorite subject is math, and when I grow up, I would like to be a scientist.
And who is with you today?
Today, there is my mom and some collaborators of the project on inclusion.
And what is your mother's name?
Mom's name is Amal. And you want to tell us something to introduce yourself?
Yes. A few words of introduction. I am Amal, a mother from Morocco, and I have been here in Italy for almost 20 years. I am a mother of two children, a girl and a boy, who participate and attend sport and precisely attend athletics. Sports for me was and will always remain an instrument ideal and important for achieving inclusion. It is true that through these moments in athletic, I see that my children have passed from inclusion after integration. And on the one hand, I see my daughter, Sara, and I can say that she made it to inclusion. Then instead, the other child has a peculiarity and he needs a little more time. We passed also, thanks to this instrument, sport, we have passed the steps, and I can say that we are in the last one of integration. And for me, inclusion is a goal that I can reach it through athletics and through sport. And Sarah, for you, in the light of what we have done today, what is inclusion?
Inclusion is when there are the people that accept each other, they enter and are part of a group and accept each other and themselves for their specific differences. Even if, for example, a new person can be accepted into a group, but it also depends on what the group looks like, if it can be suitable or if it can be a bad company. There are several cases.
And did it ever occur to you to help someone to feel more included?
Yes, it happened to me at school when a new girl arrived and during these days and went to a project for class and she sat by herself. Then I sat down next to her and tried to make her feel accepted, to talk to her so that she would understand me better and be more sociable and feel like at home.
Sarah, when do you feel most included and welcomed?
Especially in sports, precisely in athletics, with several mates of my age or younger or older, I don't have problems. I have so much fun with them. We talk about our experiences, what we want to do in the future, and a lot of other things.
And what do you like the best about sport?
Um, I like most socializing with others, running, the jumps, long jump, weight throws. Because athletics is so many things all at once, I can tell you right now a specific one.
And what do you find most difficult in sport?
Yeah, in sport, I find difficult running in longer distances because I am not used to running long distances, but I'll try anyway because I think I'll make it.
Okay, and you were telling us earlier about the fact that socialization is one of your favorite aspects of sport. And would you like to tell us about a particular friendship you have managed to form here, or an experience you can think or that links you with people?
It comes to mind, thanks to this question, a friend of mine in athletics. With her, we meet and we have run together several races. Once in a race, I still remember that as soon as we started, she tripped and fell. And so I sacrificed myself and I took her to the finish line and she won the podium place and I was so proud of her.
And tomorrow, what will you remember about this day together?
I will remember the new guys I met there, the fact that I have known more about inclusion, how I succeeded in the activity with theater, to be an actress with girls, and many other things.
Thank you.
And for mom, instead, what do you think that it is still missing to make sports environment more welcoming, more inclusive in regards to all diversities?
I think that there is a lack of awareness of diversity, of accepting the other. Related to sport, we need to create more spaces to support coaches to do the job as it should be, to provide materials and tools that can help work on all dimensions, not just the physical or the mental diversity, but also on cultural diversity in terms of immigration, in terms of languages, because I see that sport is a moment, an environment, a ground where we can sustain this element of language. Mm, Sport is a moment where, out of school, out of education, away from narrowest of things, is a free moment where we can work, communicate, exchange, and yes, also exchange our experiences, but in a spontaneous way. In short, like without barriers. I can also add something for my daughter. For me, sport has helped her so much to exploit this capacity because I see her and she's very ready to accept the other, to change and exchange, to help the other. She's very kind and chatty with other children. And she really likes so much to communicate, to create relations. And sport gave her this opportunity. In the school, I can say, and I can also share with you that for us as foreigners, we have this difficulty in being accepted by the other, especially her when she came home. At the beginning, sometimes she shares with us moment of difficulty of being accepted inside the group. This is a difficult thing. But I believe that this is not just the school work, but this is also the work of the parents. Outside, I see that there is no collaboration between families and the school. But however, with sport, she could overcome this difficulty to live in the moments of relationship in the adequate and serene way. This is the thing I would like in short note to add. And maybe if there also would be workshop of collaboration between sport and school, because I see that sport can help, can lend a hand at school to add and work, to give also the fruit for these boys and girls to be more together with each other and accept each other even if different, even if they differ from each other.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Would you like to say one last thing, one last thought before ending this interview?
Yes, thank you. One last thought for me is just to say that inclusion will always be a project, difficult to reach. I will say that inclusion, maybe if we don't connect this idea with projects starting with one date and ending with another date. And maybe there will be this objective, this project that will be more like a life path, not just a project, in short connection with moments. That's how I see it. It is a job, a commitment of all the actors in society, not only connected with a part of the society, school, sport, others. So let's try to broaden the sphere of communication to discuss in the right way, to give the right value of inclusion. Because I see that even in Italy, they fight to achieve this goal. I see that there are experts, people who are always ready and willing to give all the right information for create this right environment for working with inclusion. And thanks also to you.
Le altre esperienze non me la dimenticherò mai.
Thank you very much for everything, for this experience today. Like the other experiences, I will never forget. And thanks to you as well.
Grazie a voi. Thanks to you. Hi and welcome.
Chiedo allora di presentarvi, per favore.
I ask you to please introduce yourselves.
Io mi chiamo Arianna.
My name is Arianna. I am 8 years old and a half, almost 9.
And who is with you today?
My mom is there.
My name is Loredana. I'm almost 40 years old and I live here in Ponterio. I ask Arianna some questions. Did you have fun today?
Yes, a lot.
And which activity did you enjoy the most? And which one did you like the least?
Well, the most I liked was that one where we had to mime the actions that we had done. The one that I liked the least was the one where there was someone in the middle and we had to throw the ball to them.
And you like to go to school? And what is your favorite subject?
Yes, I like mathematics.
And your best friends? Who are they?
I have a friend who also lives next door to me, and she is named Samantha. Then a little girl named Benedetta, and Silvia, and Maddalena.
And you like playing sport?
Yes,
And which one is your favorite sport? What do you like the best?
athletics, running.
And what do you like the least?
A little bit, but just a little bit less. I like the vortex launch because I like everything about athletics, really.
And Arianna, sports has made you new friends? Who are these friends?
Yes, a lot. Rosa, Matilde, Sofia, Miriam.
And how did your friendship with them start?
With Sofia and with Miriam, we met the first time, and I asked to Sofia what her name was. She told me her name and she asked mine, and in the end, we became friends. She also introduced me to Miriam, and I became friend with both of them.
And now, thinking a bit about the things we talked about today, what do you think inclusion is?
Being together.
Have you ever seen an episode of being together, of creating this inclusion happen?
Yes.
For example, when?
Usually at school, Benedetta and Matilde and Maddalena are also such good friends with me, with Samantha, and they're always together. They have breakfast together.
And have you ever helped someone feel more included? What happened that time?
My friend Maddalena, she cried because she sees her grandmother one week and another week she doesn't. I told her that she doesn't have to feel sad because time passes by immediately, so she would have seen her soon.
And what make you feel more welcomed, more included?
My family.
And for example, what in particular?
My mom.
Even if we fight a lot, but only a few times. And Arianna, what will you remember tomorrow about this day together?
I think that I had a lot of fun and played wonderful games.
And would you like to say a few more last thoughts to us, to our audience?
To experience this too soon. For the mother instead?
It's my turn.
What do you think is missing in sport to be more inclusive, more welcoming towards all diversities?
What can I tell you? I don't know. Well, for example, it would be enough that it will be accessible for all, not mm, to be very expensive and to be for all pockets. That all children could participate, that all could participate, and always in the open air. Actually, I prefer the open air than indoors. Of course, when it is possible, when it's nice weather. That's also why I put my daughters into athletics, because it is a sport that puts a set of things together, and they always do it in the open air. Also for the immune system is good, and for everything. And also to create a new friendship, of course. Rightly so.
Did you notice that your daughters have found a nice friendship system, a nice atmosphere?
Yes, especially the little one who is more extrovert, is more open. The older is a bit more introverted. I mean, where do you take her? It takes a while to get going, but afterward it's fine. Instead, the little one gets used to it and likes it too much. 3, 4 years now that we started athletics, and we are always there now. Well, now actually I started with athletics too, so it's something we like a lot.
Did you also manage to get new friends?
Yes, I also like to make friends. I like to talk, I like to go out on my bike, I like to go for walks. I'm a very open person. In short, that's where Arianna got it from.
Sure, you are like me and Amelia like that.
We did one per one.
Un pensiero finale?
Un pensiero finale? Niente, vi ringraziamo di tutto quello che avete fatto oggi.
Any final thoughts?
We thank you for everything you have done today. And we actually hope that we meet you again in the near future with more fun games in open air or indoor as possible. And good luck in everything.
Grazie a voi.
Grazie Arianna.